At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Vibra Live. My name is Adam, I'm the CEO of Vibra Finance. For anybody new here, I know there's been a lot of great things happen in the HEX community. People probably seeing stuff for the first time. So anyone that doesn't know, I'm an OG Hexican, been in since day one. I've been in the crypto space since 2017. So now coming around to our second cycle, a few things feel like we got a grasp on it now. Whereas last cycle being new, not really understanding the markets, liquidity, all that good stuff. Now we are experienced veterans in the space. So excited for the future and what's to come. You know, a lot of the projects that we discussed and got into last cycle really thrived. You know, we got into Matic under a penny, and that did 300x to the top. So when you hit stuff like that and you're in early, HEX at under a penny, you know, for our Discord server, me and the adoption amplifier, when you find project like that, your research is on point. So hopefully that same research can keep digging up these gems. So let's get into it. So anybody that is not following us on Twitter, Vibra Finance, we're really starting to use it now, getting the hang of it. I was horrible with it, but now I'm using it consistently, tweeting a lot. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, so checking the bubbles. Let's see what we're looking like on the daily. HEX up 11.2%. Love it. Biggest winner now in the last 24 hours. You know, rocket pools must have dipped. Yeah, look at that. So I earlier today I was looking at it and just checking it out. Some of these liquid staking protocols, I think they're going to be massive. You know, rocket pools, Lido. There's some of the stuff on Arbitrum, DeFi on there. Some stuff we're going to talk about later after the HEX news. But love the HEX pump. I mean, this is great. Looking at the liquidity, looking phenomenal. You know, all the liquidity is on the low side. Love to see that. So hopefully we can keep on pumping. You know, I was looking at this this graphic right here, and basically HEX is going to 10 cents. You know, if you just put everything together, do a little math, you know, tie some dots together, look at it real serious, you know, at the right angle, you know, squint a little bit, HEX is going to 10 cents. And then hex.com, the website, I swear every time I come on here, it gets cleaner and cleaner, you know, always tweaking it a little bit. It looks beautiful. You know, the little logos floating around the back now. Love to see that. So let's look at the chart here. So monthly chart here. I'm on Coin Paprika because they now are honest and put HEX where it belongs in the top 10. We're now number 7, you know, closing in on XRP, a couple $1 billion behind, actually less than $2 billion. So we're close, man. We flip XRP again. That would be nice. You know, I remember when we were actually up chasing Ethereum before they pulled the OA market or OA accounts out of the market cap. Well, it is what it is. That gives us another chance to climb the ladder again. But the chart's looking super strong. I mean, socials especially too, stronger than ever. volumes coming in too. Awesome. 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 So let's look at Lunar Crush. I recently just got upgraded to the Pro model or whatever it is, which was great. So was able to be able to see some of the other stuff in here, some of these other metrics that you weren't shown before. So just looking at like the spam volume, social contributions, price. I mean, you can look at these; they're soaring now, which is phenomenal. The social contributions is the bottom level right here, but you can see we are active on Twitter, and the thing that blows my mind here is we are number 5 out of the current all altcoins. Our alt rank is 5th out of 4,214 coins. So shout out Hexicans. Keep making noise on Twitter. It's working. We Hexicans, man, I'm telling you, Hexicans are the bestikins, the loudest community out there. And look at that. There we go. Jason Cruz, Coin Paprika, number 7. Love it. That's what we need to see. Soon soon Coin Gecko, soon Coin Market Cap. And before you know it, we could be, 4, 3, 2, 1 on Lunar Crush. This is good stuff. If you don't know about this site, it's awesome. Just for searching different cryptocurrencies on here and just using it, you start to accrue coins. And then once you hold a certain amount, I think it's 2,000 of them, you start getting auto interest just for holding them. So not bad. Optimism. I'm really bullish on this. I'll talk about it in a little bit on this coin. I've been messing around with Optimism and Arbitrum the last couple of weeks, and I really hoping for an airdrop on Arbitrum, but if not, whatever. But just looking at these volumes here, I mean, 153,000%, 1,000%, 1,000%. I mean, you don't see that. That's crazy. I mean, we're at 200% increase in spam, and that's about as high as it gets for well-known crypto. And that's bullish for me and Optimism. Really, once all this ETH comes off the exchanges, ETH 2.0, that's been locked up. It's going to find its way into real DeFi, and I'm super excited for this year. I think we're setting up right now. We've got a little bit left. Hopefully, one more little push with some alts, take profits on the degen plays. Funnel that money back into HEX, because I think HEX is going to start to decorrelate from the market once we get this next pullback. This last wave 5 here, shot us up past 25. If we can creep up there again, that'll be great for a little alt season. But if we start to roll over and fall back down, it's going to get ugly quick again. But that's all right. We're in a bear market. What do you expect? The Fed's probably going to, my hope is 1 50-point raise, and then that's it. And instead of doing 2 quarter points, just get it over with right now. The pivot's here, and that'll let us, make way to the next cycle. So looking at the T-share, 6.304 today. T-share rate 26,545 hex. Absolutely crazy. I mean, man, for that, they're going to get. They're unaffordable in a couple of years. I mean, I'm looking at my stake that comes out, and it's like 1.7 T shares, and it's maybe 19,000 hex. It's one of the first stakes I did, and that's incredible. That 1.7 T shares is what one is right now. Awesome. So let's look at the penalties. 67,000. Let's check at the charts today. How many stakers we got? 119,247. So almost to 120,000. This is good because I've been paying attention to this, and we were at 116,000 maybe a month or two ago. So we're steadily climbing through the bear market. 100 stakers almost the last 24 hours. Yeah. I mean, so we're consistent. I mean, compared to the last bear market, I mean, look at this. We were at 10, 12, 26, 40, and now we're consistently doing 80, 100, 90, higher numbers. So average stake to 6.43 years. Super long. It's not shortening. And then that T-share rate just keeps ratcheting up. Man, it's crazy. crazy. So yeah, today went up 3.5. I mean, almost every day now we're getting jumps in the T-share. So super exciting. All right, so this is what I wanted to get into a little today. Coinbase introduces crypto 435 to raise voice for pro crypto policy. This is very important, guys. This is going to be something that could potentially, it's something we can do individually as a community that can help bring awareness to politicians and the people that are going to be making a difference. You know, Coinbase is one of the oldest exchanges. The recent crackdown by the SEC on crypto, them stating that everything except Bitcoin is a security, has also received opposition from the community. Now, according to the latest details from Coinbase, the exchange has come forward to advance a pro-crypto policy in all 435 districts in the U.S. It's time to advance pro-crypto policy in all 435 congressional districts, introducing Crypto 435, our campaign to grow advocacy community and share tools and resources to make your voice heard. Take action now. Learn how your voice can impact pro crypto. So Coinbase mentioned in a tweet thread, now's the time for thoughtful policymaking and smart regulation. The exchange was also mentioned that this is mandatory to move forward with advancing crypto and Web3. Coinbase will empower the Crypto 435 community with information about how to contact specific politicians in their local districts, what those politicians' records on crypto are, and tips for making your voices heard in DC and more. The exchange also mentioned how important it is to make sure the voice of all crypto communities are heard to help change the hearts of all 435 congressional districts. So I put the link in the description here for it. This is it right here. It's actnow.io. And it's a simple page right here. You fill this out with your name and email and submit it. And that's how you get started. And I highly recommend that all of us do this. You know, this is very important. You know, the stuff they're doing right now with this new Coinbase L2, it's going to be mandatory KYC. And anybody that wants to use it, that wants to build on it, mandatory KYC. No one's going to be using it that doesn't. So that is not crypto. That's not DeFi. You know, that's great for institutions. That's great for banks. That's great for corporate America that want to use a safe network that, you know, they don't roll out a project and the next thing you know, it's being used in, you know, North Korea and, you know, Iran or something like that. So they want a safe network, which is great, but that's not what we want. And if our voices aren't heard and we know how important true DeFi and HEX is, you know, this is going to be a problem. So all you have to do is spend 2 minutes filling this out. And then it brings you to your individual Congress district. And then you can, from there, you know, provide information and it tells you who to reach out to, what to do. You know, I filled it out. I got the email. Didn't have time to look through it yet. You know, I just found this earlier tonight, but this is super important. You know, with that Oasis jump protocol lawsuit that just happened in Europe, right there, they now said anybody that has or that gets hacked now has a right to recover that money. And if it was on a protocol that has admin keys or multi-sig, guess what? You can now go and buy and recover that money. It just happened, and this changes everything for crypto. Polygon has multi-sig. Same thing can happen. You know, in DAI, MakerDAO, Oasis is MakerDAO's wallet, basically. They're one of their custodians. So in the actual terms of service, it says, does anybody else have access to my DAI? No, no one else does. You control it with your keys. Well, that's not true. So if that's where they're going with this, this is all the more important that you reach out and do this. You know, there are so many people that want this squashed that have no clue how good DeFi is and think FTX ruined crypto. I mean, just the common person has no clue. So us educated hexicans and, you know, crypto degens, we got to get out there and let these congressmen know, let politicians know that you are going to stifle amazing technology. You're going to ship it to third world countries and cost Americans jobs and much more. So very, very important. Do this right here. Like I said, I have the description or the link to it in the description. It's right on the top. And I highly recommend you do that. Let's keep HEX number one. Let's keep DeFi going. If these politicians get their way and Gary Gensler gets his way, DeFi is done. And I don't think it's going to happen, but still, there's no reason to take a chance when all you got to do is take 2 minutes and go here, fill this out, and that's it. And then you can start making a difference no matter where you are in this country, in the United States. It's 435 districts. So everyone makes a difference too. How many people are really reaching out to these guys? And if you could make a phone call, even, that's even more important. It's more powerful and they will listen. So I'm going to do this myself, and I encourage everybody else to. This is important. If we want HEX continuing to grow and to be around in 10 years and be true DeFi and be up here in the top 3, we have to have laws that support what we want, support DeFi. And Coinbase is doing this, but I don't think they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They are doing this. There's a reason behind it. And, I think it's a way for them to get the average person thinking, oh, Coinbase, they're doing good, blah, blah, blah. They're going to get into the L2 or their base protocol, and they're going to be KYC mandatory. They're going to be trapped in there. So, we got to do this. It's important. So that's what I got for the HEX stuff. Now let's get into some of the degen stuff. So Carbon protocol. Right here. Carbon is a cross-chain protocol that acts as a building block for DeFi. Carbon protocol allows anyone to bootstrap open financial markets for any asset type on any blockchain. This is really cool. Carbon powers DMEX, a popular fully decentralized exchange for trading a plethora of financial instruments. Interoperability between blockchains like ETH, Cosmos, Neo, Zilliqa with true cross-chain liquidity pools through Polynetwork Bridge. So this is a really cool project. I bought into it in Zilliqa. Right here, the ZillPay wallet. Download this, get your private keys, and then you send some Zilliqa in there. The easiest way to do it is get on Atomic Wallet right here. And Atomic Wallet is same thing. Everything I talk about, you have your private keys for. You get your private keys for Atomic Wallet, and you can come in. Hold on. So it's not. Let me show it up or bring it up here. Hold on a second. There it is. Yeah. So right here, you put your private keys in. Private keys. Sorry, I'm doing so many things. Put your password in. Log in, and then you get your seed, your 12 words, and then you're good to go. And then once you're in here, there's the exchange right in here. And you can swap anything you want. I only keep a little bit of VeChain, and I have some Near staked in here. They have awesome staking too in Atomic Wallet here. The APY is great. 22% on Cosmos, 15% on Zilliqa. Although I have it on through my Ledger, it's only getting 12%, so I'm going to change that up. Osmosis 22%. Rags. This is I can't get my Luna off of Celsius right now, but once I can, I will be staking it here for 19%. Great APY on Luna. So if you want to hit up that, definitely get at it. Hedera, I have my Near on here. I said getting 11%, but the exchange on here, super easy. You can get any coin you want, for not any coin you want, but I only have VeChain available. So I can send VeChain and I can get, a plethora of coins. Osmosis, you can get Optimism, not on here, but Loop Ring, that's a phenomenal altcoin. But Zilliqa, right? You can get that right here. And look at the fee, 10 cents. But if you use a different coin like XRP, or XLM, the fee, look at that. So to swap XLM for Zilliqa, it literally costs you thousandths of a penny. And you get 99% your liquidity. Not many people know about this, but this is what we do. We bring you that out. I got the alpha. I got that stuff that nobody else knows about. I promise you, no one knows about this stuff. When I talk to so many people, and we do this every day. So Carbon, I got my Zilliqa on here. I sent my XLM in from Lobster Wallet, so I own my keys there. Sent it into Atomic Wallet, own my keys there. None of this is risky. You're not putting your funds in anyone else's hands. So all of this stuff, yeah, you have to download 5-6 wallets, which is a lot. But once you get the hang of it, this stuff is phenomenal. So you get your Zilliqa from Atomic Wallet, you send it into your ZillPay wallet, and then from there, you just to your Zillit wallet, and then you go to like zillpay.io. It's the same thing as Uniswap, and then you just swap your Zilliqa for Carbon. That's where I got this Lunar Crush coin, and that's pumping like hell. I got it at like 4 cents. It ran up to 60. So I sold half my bag and then rebought it and then sold again. So I pulled my whole investment out. And this was during the middle of the bear market, last summer. And everyone else was sitting around talking about when we were just making money in the middle of the bear market. And now that just is more money for HEX. Now's the time to put money into HEX. Well, I mean, a month or two ago, ideally, but you get what the point. Just funnel profits from other coins into HEX. So that's what I'm doing with Carbon here. I really like it. The ticker is like SWTH, I think. It's I really like it. I think that these like perpetuals and these like trading platforms that are just more than cryptos, when tokenized bonds, tokenized stocks, tokenized real estate, that's all coming. And that is the future. And once there's like an all-in-one shop, I think that's when things are going to be, popping. But Carbon Protocol, this is it right here. SWTH, just a really cool concept. They're on multiple chains. Zilliqa, Binance. I don't know about Neo, but like I said, I got it on Zilliqa. Costs nothing to swap for XLM. And then, that's it. And you put it in there. And then this was a great thread right here about Carbon. Nico, N1COB. Shout out to Nico B. This is a great thread just kind of talking about how this works. And I really am a fan of Cosmos and the SDK. It's just a competitor to the EVM down the road. I don't know, in case something happens, whatever. People don't like Ethereum and they need an alternative. Cosmos and SDK could be a solution for it. So Carbon Protocol is a decentralized DEX built on top of Cosmos. Bonds, futures, and options are just a few of the sophisticated financial products and derivatives that will be created by Switcheo Labs, which is basically the company behind the network. You can follow them on Twitter too. These are just our gems. I think that the same research I did on a way worse level. Back in the day, we found HEX, we found Matic under a penny. We were into Zilliq under a penny, VeChain around a penny. Just Sepulka starter 25x early. YFDI went crazy while paying interest. So many of the alts last bull run, and the stuff I'm finding now, it has way better use case. I'm just super bullish on this project. Just that reason there. It's cross-chain, it's interoperable everywhere, and it's the next level up. It's not just swapping. It's got bonds, it's got traditional finance options in DeFi. So it's kind of blending both worlds, and it's interoperable with IBC, EVM, and non-EVM chains. So there'll be a cross-chain money markets, and for tokens from those three chains. Super bullish. It facilitates the growth of decentralized economic models, does this by providing its users with the tools they need, a strong design that works with new financial innovations and existing financial institutions. is essential for system stability and safety. So the fact that they are working with financial institutions, just bridging that gap between TradFi and bringing them into our world of crypto. So I'm not going to go through any more of the real techie stuff. If you want to come through here, you can. This is not my expertise, but built from the bottom up as a trading platform, optimizing the blockchain for trade-related execution pathways and reducing network attack vectors. So right here, they can manage a peak load of 10,000 transactions per second, a throughput of over 5. I was reading today, though, an article that for CBDCs, that's too slow. They can't use DLTs. So that makes me wonder, they're going to use Hedera? I mean, are they building out something new? Like is Corium a potential now? I don't know. It's just that was surprising because I thought a lot of these CBDCs were going to be run through Quorum and JP Morgan, but I guess not. I don't know. We'll see. It's really interesting, though, to see them come out and say that 30,000 transactions a second is not enough. They need more than that. So what can do that? Hedera can. All right. So, yeah, Carbon, awesome project, I think. You can get on Zilliqa. That's where I have it. Or you can get it on Neo or Binance, but I would not recommend that. And then Arbitrum, too. This I've been on here messing around a lot, playing for the airdrop. Or hoping for the airdrop. So all you have to do is come over to arbitrum.io. It's super easy. You click bridge to Arbitrum, and then you bridge your ETH over. You connect your wallet, and you bridge whatever you want over. And then it's like $4. It's there in 15 minutes. And then you can come over to the Arbitrum portal here, and you can see all the different dApps they have and all the different why is it so small? Sorry, guys. I'm blank here, but you can see the different stuff they have from taxes to DAOs, dApps, payments. And I've been using just certain things. I bought a pancake NFT thing. I'm just trying to do as much as I can on here in hopes to get an airdrop or two. We'll see. And then the same thing on Sui. I'd have that on Chrome here, but the Sui network and that wallet there, the Sui wallet, that too could be a huge airdrop. But it might be a little late, but you could still get on there, get on the test net. I'm messing around there, minting NFTs, playing games, and this is real money on here now in Arbitrum. But I really think a lot of money is going to flood into Arbitrum here and into Optimism, especially once the Shanghai update comes, because people do not want their money on Kraken and on these exchanges anymore. It's been locked up forever. They're going to go to these liquid staking and these derivative protocols, I think. Rocket DAO or Rocket Pools, Lido, Anchor, all these protocols are going to see tons of ETH coming in. There might be a little sell-off at first, but if there is, hedge it against and put a little money into those coins. That's what I'm going to be doing personally. I just see kind of the writing on the wall for where that money is going to go. I mean, I think there was 1 million users that have ETH 2.0 locked up. So even if 20% of them come over to these L2s, I mean, it should be super bullish. So I really like that. And then Optimism too. It's the same thing. You come to optimism.io, you come over to the bridge, and then it's a one click, same thing, and then your money is in MetaMask, literally right there. And you just click right between the chains. That's it. And then, I only put like a half ETH over here or something, or quarter ETH. And I degened into DopeX, this Grail, and Magic Money. Those three were, I was looking at Plutus DAO too, but it was kind of so similar to this Carbon that I didn't really want to. But this Grail, it's a super degen play. I got into it at like 1,800 or something a couple days ago, and now it's up to like 21. But I mean, this is super degen play right now. I mean, these coins have pumped like hell in the last month. This thing did a freaking 15x, but this is not the time right now to be FOMOing in. I'd be waiting for this dip that's coming. I mean, we might get. I think we're gonna get one more leg up with alts. If Bitcoin can creep up to 25 and just kind of chop a little bit, I think we'll get one more little blow off top for alts where I'm going to be pulling out of a lot of these that I'm in. Right now I have bags of a lot of the AI alts. I left some Fetch, left some Singularity Net left over with both I had in the last bear market. I left some of my bags from last bull run. It was only $150 of both of them, and I sold $1,000 pulled out of each one of those, and that was a couple grand, and that's what I moved over 1,000 into Optimism, and over like 500 over into Arbitrum here. And now it's just fun. It's something to do, where to play around. It kind of gives you a feel for what's going on in all of in crypto outside of the Hex ecosystem. I get the test net is fun to play around with, but I don't know. There's something about when I go on a test net and play around, I don't ever get the same feeling as when I like for Saucer Swap, for example, on Hedera. When that launched, it's basically the same code as PulseX. It's basically PulseX on Hedera. So that it's just a DEX on there, and I thought I'd provide liquidity. I just got the airdrop, got my bag, so I put $1,000 on each side, HBAR and Saucer Swap, and within one day, I was down like $48 in Hedera and up maybe like $5 in Sauce, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. And there's nothing on a test net that can compare real life and losing real money. You just get that, oh crap feeling right away when you see you're losing money. And that just doesn't happen on test net. So personally, I've been messing around, in other ecosystems, and I especially like on Twitter and spaces and stuff, because you can get a feel for what other people are, what ecosystems, what they're doing, what other communities are like, and it kind of gives you a barometer of where we are. It's like a reality check for where the Hex community is, and it's always how far ahead we are, or can you believe this community is only here and they think they're so far ahead. And it's been fantastic to see. We went to the Sologenics party out at PulseCon, man, it's in September now, so wow, 6 months ago, and it was one of the bigger crypto parties I've seen outside the Hex parties, and it was a quarter the size of the Hex party that we had out there for the PulseCon, maybe even a tenth of the size, and there were even Hexicans there, which was great to see. And Solo right here, I think that we could have one last pump. We have one more airdrop coming for Corium, so our passive income, we've had 12 airdrops now every month, and Corium is worth 60 cents now a coin. So we got, the passive income from this is crazy, and we're going to have staking coming soon, and we have X Core, a brand new coin coming. The snapshot for that is the middle of the month. It's launching April 1st. Like, this is awesome. The stuff that we've been talking about for almost 2 years now is actually launching. And Lindsay, the Hexican, got an invitation to the Corium mainnet launch party out in LA. And unfortunately, we can't go, but just the fact that she got invited to that, it was like a $2,500 ticket. And that was super cool. So you just never, that's why I think it's so important to be in other communities, because there's so many good things, and people get to see if, they like you and you're huge on Hex, all right, well, they like you. There must be something there. You're not crazy, whatever. There's such a stigma on Hex that what's been successful for us is going and hanging out at NFT.com's, Genesis party, hanging out at the Sologenics party, and rocking all of our Hex gear. It's being cool with people, and that's like a great way to break the ice. And it's been phenomenal. It's been so much fun. And Sologenics, we got in early. What they're trying to tokenize real world assets, just like Carbon Protocol. Sologenic is trying to do with tokenizing stocks, working with all different exchanges and indexes around the world. So you never know. We're so early into this stuff. It's my strategy is diversify around into use cases and niches I think are going to be around. Tokenized real estate, tokenized bonds, tokenized stocks. That's all coming. NFTs when communities and creators are a one where you can fund a up and coming artist and watch his whole career, make money off his royalties. You have access to your favorite artist front row seats because you own more of his coin than every other follower. So you have first dibs on his tickets. There's so many different niches that this market is going that you can pick and invest in. And I choose the ones I like. Right now I'm bigger in the AI coins because it's just a trend. You make money trading trends in crypto. My long-term holds, I don't think I have anything AI related in there. All my long-term holds are in I Trust Capital. I think the graph, a little bit of that is the only thing related to metaverse AI. I have no Mana, no Sandbox. I just don't see them surviving in long term, but you never know. Expect the unexpected in crypto. And let's check out Sologenic here, the chart. So that would be nice if we got up to 25 cents. I'm watching this. I'm definitely going to take profits on this. We've been struggling big time, but that's to be expected. I mean, they are all their liquidity is in XRP, and XRP is being sued right now. It's been a dead coin. Basically, XRP is a stable coin right now, worth 40 cents. And people FUD the hell out of Solo. It is what it is. I know people on the team there, met them in person. They're good guys. They work hard. They're young. They're hungry. That's all you can ask for. You're investing in the team and the people as much as the project and the use case is just as important, and the community. It's going to be as important too. If you don't have a thriving community that is loud on Twitter, you're not going to survive. And Solo has that, the Solo Nation on Twitter, and I'm proud to be part of it. I'm so overweighted in my portfolio in HEX that, I personally don't need any more HEX. I need to diversify into other stuff in case HEX doesn't do what it does. And if it does, then I don't need to worry about all these other coins. So it's always playing the plan B, plan C. What if Richard had a heart attack tomorrow? What if Pulsechain doesn't launch? These are things that you have to consider. What are the odds of them happening? Less than probably 0.5%, but what if? People don't like to answer those questions. Oh God, they don't think that. And I do. I like to have plan B, plan C, plan D. And I think investing in some of these coins that are tokenizing assets, going digital with stocks, these decentralized leverage platforms, YDX is another one that I FOMO'd into, or YDF, sorry, yieldification. And I staked it out. I bought a bag a month or so ago at like 3 cents, maybe, locked it up for a year. And now I can't touch it. I'm locked in. I can't do anything with it. And yeah, I can't get on this right now, but it's cool. You get NFTs, you can sell them at any time, and it's just fun to do while we're in a bear market. It keeps you busy, keeps you out of the toxic stuff going on Twitter. And everyone's got their own strategy. Everyone's different. What works for me could get the next person wrecked. So, do your own research and listen to multiple people, not just one. If you hear about a project from me or from someone else, go look into it. Go, know more about it than I do. And that once you start doing those things, you'll hopefully be successful. And, for me right now, it's Arbitrum and Optimism and some of the DeFi over there, and then playing on the Sui test net in hopes for that airdrop. I'm all about passive income. And if you can get an airdrop, I mean, the biggest airdrop I got was the 1 inch was like 2,200. Uniswap was like what, 1,500, something like that. And then what the heck was the name of that basket currency, the governance coin? Ampleforth. That was worth like $5,000, and I swapped it all for HEX in March or April of 2021 at like 3 cents or whatever, and it was up to like 75K at the top of the bull market. And that airdrop now, those 100 coins or whatever it was it 100 coins at $50 or 50, whatever it was? that it's worth like $10 a coin. So these airdrops can be so valuable if you take them and do the right thing with them. And like Pulse Doge, I still have more than half my coins, but I swapped some of those out for some of these other alts that popped up 200-300% in the last couple months. And then you can take those profits and then put it into Hex, put it and rebuy your bags, or you just have moon bags of stuff. So it makes just crypto more fun in general. So I'm watching Sologenics and then Corium too. We got our last airdrop coming for Corium for the snapshots. And yeah, I knew this was going to happen. See, right before every airdrop, the price runs up and then we get a dump every time. So I'm going to, yeah, it's going to come back down like 50 cents. So I did sell some at like 60 cents, took some profits, but it's what, if you like doing that stuff, you got to be watching it every day. You can't just be in and out. You're going to get wrecked if you try to swing trade like that. That's why, hodling Hex and being in Hex early and staking it changed everything I do in crypto. Last bull market, like when we found all those alts super early. I mean, I had like $100 bag of Sandbox at pennies. I mean, thousands of Decentraland. I swapped like $60 worth at one point. I mean, it's comical looking back at some of the things I did because they weren't moving, and I was sick. I was so like ADD. I did not like looking at small bags in the bottom of MetaMask. So they'd sit there, and I'd be like, "Screw it! I'm sick of looking at this. I'll just swap it out for ETH or whatever." And doing that cost me so much money looking back on it. But that's how you learn. And that's how, you start getting better in crypto. And then you start realizing the cycles, trends, and it's more importantly than anything, narratives. And now it's AI and it's coming out of Asia. What I'm doing is going and looking at Asian exchanges and seeing what their biggest trading coins are. If you go on here and you can look like this core coin, like a Blur still, Filecoin. If you look at these, it's all, if you find the Asian exchanges and look at the top traded coins on there, it's all of the best performing coins. The Asians right now are the degens, Clayton. That could be why I haven't heard that in a while. Oh, Songbird. Nice. I like that. I got a big bag of Songbird. Our airdrop finally came. I had XRP on Bitstamp for the 2020 snapshot, and I got it like a week and a half ago. Flare and Songbird both. I was shocked. I couldn't. So I sent them over to Bitfrost and got them delegated. And I mean, Songbird, it just keeps tanking and tanking and tanking. But I don't expect it to do anything. It's basically just a test net for Flare, and the inflation is insane. But whatever. It's staked. It was free. We'll see what happens, especially when the lawsuit settles. I think XRP goes on a run. Maybe Songbird could, but I'm way more bullish on Flare, to be honest. I mean, what they're doing with their product and their FTSO, man, their Oracle is unreal. So I'm super bullish on Flare and the Y assets and all the passive income that's coming and opportunities on here. But that's for a whole nother stream. I mean, literally unleash the beast. Unleash the beast. Unleash the beast in Flare. I mean, I'm bullish as hell on it. I mean, people hate it. People hate Hugo right now, but whatever. He did the right thing. He couldn't do a 36-month airdrop exchange and rely on exchanges for that long. Half of them would have been gone. Half of them would have been steal. I mean, what if in the bull market, could you imagine there's still 18 more months of airdrops and this coin's 30x more valuable? You think these exchanges are going to want to give it to these people when they're sitting on God knows how much? I don't. So I'm glad they did it the way they're doing it. And then you have to take it and wrap it and delegate it to get your other remaining allocation. And that's going to literally prevent at least half of people, I would say, from even getting, because they're not going to know how. They're going to be too lazy or whatever. So I'm bullish as hell on Flare myself. But for 2023, I mean, I don't see anything touching Pulsechain. I mean, it's got more hype than anything that I could think of. All the influencers are talking about it now. And I just think what else is out there that I'm excited about. And it's, Sui, that airdrop potentially, if I can even get it, which I don't know what you even have. No one knows what you have to do to even get it. It's whatever. You have to just keep doing what they, the little tasks on there, using the most up-to-date test net. And now I know it's adding a second wallet, or using multiple wallets was the latest thing you had to do. So I don't even know. I might not get any airdrops. I could get a huge one. So Sui, I'm excited about. And then, what else is there really? I mean, there's a couple, Alluvium and Zilliqa have some stuff launching, but there's really nothing that I could think of that even compares to Pulsechain, that has the hype and just everything behind it. I think it's going to be the talked about project. Yeah, I just don't know what else out there is going to come close. Looking at Aptos, that is basically, it's Sui's competitor. And Aptos, yeah, it did good, but it didn't shock people. It wasn't all you heard about. I mean, Blur is the biggest thing of the year, and it was just an airdrop. So Pulsechain is going to be the world's biggest airdrop. So just imagine how big Blur is. Man, Pulse is going to make Blur be a friggin' blur. So, yeah, anyone that didn't miss it earlier, I have it in the link. Coinbase's Crypto 435. So you can just come on here. You literally take 2 minutes, fill this out, and hit submit, and then it puts you in touch with your local congressman, and you can reach out to them, tell them how important crypto is, how important HEX is, how important DeFi is, how awesome it is, how Gary Gensler is the criminal here, how FTX ruined it for real crypto, all this stuff. Could you imagine if every congressman out there had all the hexagons reach out and saying how awesome real crypto is, and your, politicians and corrupt people are the reason we are where we are today? I mean, it would be the best thing that could happen, but how many people will actually take the time and do it? Who knows? I hope a lot will. Hexagons are awesome. They'll do so much for other people. You got to do this for yourself. If you want Hex to reach its full potential, I mean, this is something that's got to get done. So do this right here, actnow.io. And then I'm sure there's a link. There's a bunch of stuff up here, but yeah, it's in the description below. It's right on the top. Go there and do this. This is very important. We need to get politicians on the same page. Coinbase is doing this. They made a big deal of it, press releases, everything. So they want voices to be heard. Obviously, they have their agenda behind it. I think because they want base popular. They want to get popular with the people so they can get base out there and get their mandatory KYC for their L2. And I don't like that. I want to piggyback off of what they're doing and let congressmen know how important DeFi is, and real DeFi. So if we can do that, and we all win. So go there. It's in the description, actnow.io, and let's make our voice heard. And if we do, I can't imagine why HEX won't be, the biggest bubble on here. Let's see for the week now. All right. So Singularity, that's the only one that's coming close and where it's fallen off a cliff. So, oh, never mind. Sorry, I lied. Little pump. It did fall off a cliff, but looked like we started pumping as soon as I got on here. Perfect. Look at that. See the Degen stream, and look at that. I had a bag of Singularity Net before pre-pump. I had it. God, owned it down here. Actually added on to Fetch AI 3 times out of Gemini with like $50 and bought $150 more. And that was great. Ended up pulling like 1,500 out. So it's awesome when you can come on here every day and go to like the top 100, 200, 300. I have Rally. I have that stuck right now in Gemini Earn. I have 7,000 coins in there stuck, been frozen since November, and all my Filecoin. So I learned my lesson there. That's the last time. I'm in New York, so New York's the strictest freaking state with crypto laws. So I thought there's no way in hell anyone that got a license in New York, there's no way they're doing anything wrong or shady. And sure enough, Gemini and their earn program with the Genesis program. But whatever, I'm gonna get it back eventually. But just go figure that the coin of the week is a coin that I have frozen. But the point is I've been in all these coins, the best coins in the top 100, 200, 300, ALI, artificial liquid intelligence, great coin for AI. Super low market cap. Illuvium, I was talking about earlier. Magic, I just got on Optimism. And I don't have much, on Optimism of it. I mean, I think I have like, I don't know, $100. I mean, it's not much. Where is it? Magic. It's not on there. Oh yeah, I got Velo and Hot Protocol too on Optimism. So those are the three coins I got. And yeah, just playing around, messing around with the NFTs too on Arbitrum. It's just fun. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. The Degen stuff is fun. It gives you something to do. It's fun looking at green candles. And when you're experienced and you have bags, you don't want to be opening up coin market cap. Oh, what this coin's the biggest gainer of the day. All right, let me get what's a good entry point. No, do not do that. You want to look at the coins that are down the most and think, all right, what coin's down the most this week or this day that has a good narrative or whatever going with it. And that's what you want to look at, stuff like that. And that you'll be much more successful than chasing green candles. I just have a sneaking suspicion. So, and also too, being in them before they pump, the stuff on Hedera, the coins were in there in Hashpack wallet, Galaxy, Tune FM, Dovu's been pumping like hell. H Suite, I heard great things about that. I talked to another guy today in the NFT.com Genesis meeting about his project. It's not a gambling thing, but it's like a reward platform where when you buy NFTs, you get a certain amount of coins back. So I'm going to look into that. I'll talk about that on stream in the next couple of days. He's a super good guy, works really hard, launched a really cool project, really fair, audited, everything. So that's the reason I'm in these other communities, because all ships rise with the tide. So if you can be friendly with Hedera, be friendly with NFT.com, be friendly with Sologenics on the XRP ledger, and be all over and represent HEX, people will look at it. People respect you and you're a fan of something, they'll look at it because they have your trust and respect. And it's worked for me. Maybe it won't work for everyone, but it's something that's been awesome for us, especially Lindsay too. When we go out and we have our backpack that is LED and we got the HEX logo and Bitcoin and Polkadot and Pulsechain, and it's people look at it, they're like, whoa, that is so cool. What is that? And that's just eyes. That's all we need to do. And we'll end up in an awesome place in the future. So you're welcome. Cookies and crypto. Anytime you want, my man. That's what I'm here for. Spread that alpha. IG, it is just Vibra Finance, bro. Vibra Finance. Honestly, I don't really use it that much. I post a little bit on there. I got to start using it more, but Twitter, I'm now using a lot more. I'm horrible with the social medias, but I made a promise that in 2023, I'll start using them more. But Instagram, I definitely been slacking on. Just haven't focused so much on using Twitter and sticking consistent with it, because I don't like social media. But yeah, bro, Vibra Finance on Instagram, we're on there. You'll see the logo on there. But yeah, man, appreciate you stopping in, Wesley. Hope we'll see you around here again. That's all I got for tonight. I'll check the bubbles one more time. See if HEX is number one. Oh, see. Oh, look at that. See, I'm so used to having to go outside the top 100 to look at HEX. And Maker's got us a little bit. But screw Maker. They're multi-sig it's unbelievable. They just basically rolled back the chain and stole money back that a hacker stole from them. So if you have admin keys or multi-sig Polygon chain link, whoo, I'd be sweating right now. But anyone that doesn't have admin keys, be sleeping like a baby tonight. So, all right, guys, that's all I got. Follow us on Vibra Finance. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. with some news, some articles, some more alpha, hopefully. And yeah, we'll definitely, yeah, bro, just looking at network for sure. Yeah, man, I'm looking at network always too. Meet people. That's what we're all about. Grow together. All right, guys. We'll see you in the morning, 9:30.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance, we are the future of crypto.